The 2015 NHL draft was headlined by Connor McDavid, a prodigy from Canada viewed as his generation's Wayne Gretzky.
The Edmonton Oilers would like to select with their first pick from the Erie Otters, Connor McDavid.
Right behind McDavid was Massachusetts-born Jack Eichel, who, in most other years, likely would have gone number 1.
Buffalo selects Jack Eichel.
Scouts called McDavid and Eichel the best 1-2 punch atop the draft since Alex Ovechkin and Evgeny Malkin in 2004.
Here's Eichel moving it in, shot the goal! Wow!
Eichel, who played at Boston University, was only the second freshman ever to win the Hobey Baker Award as the top college hockey player in the country. The Buffalo Sabres were excited to build a franchise around a center like Eichel. And they tried.
There's a chance of a shot. It's good. The number 1 draft choice in Buffalo is making history.
Eichel debuted at age 19 and in his rookie season led the team in goals. In year 2, he led the team in points. Ahead of year 3, Eichel signed an 8-year, $80 million deal that made him the highest paid player in franchise history. And at age 21, he was named the captain. While Eichel shined individually, Buffalo has been stuck in a rut. The Sabres have not made the playoffs since 2011, the longest drought in the league. Since entering the league in 2015, Eichel has had 4 head coaches and 3 general managers. Buffalo won the 2018 draft lottery after posting the league's worst record and traded plenty of players, including Ryan O'Reilly, who immediately helped St. Louis win a Stanley Cup.
Wrap around, they score! The wait is over! The St. Louis Blues are the Stanley Cup champions!
With Buffalo, Eichel has never been on a team that finished with a winning record. The lack of progress grated on him.
Listen, I'm fed up with the losing, and I'm fed up and I'm frustrated, and it's been a tough 5 years.
But Eichel remained committed to Buffalo, until recently when the relationship took a turn. Eichel last played on March 7th, missing the final 33 games of last season due to a herniated disc in his neck. When the season was done, the captain revealed there was a disconnect with management over how the injury was handled. The Sabres prefer Eichel to receive a fusion surgery, which would have him back on the ice in 6 months. Eichel's doctors have suggested a disc replacement surgery, which would have him sidelined for a shorter period of time and carries a much lower risk that the center would need future surgeries later in his life. However, the disc replacement surgery has never been performed on an NHL player, and the Sabres weren't comfortable with it. Under NHL collective bargaining agreement rules, teams have the final say on how to treat injuries. Eichel failed his physical and currently sits on injured reserve, and in purgatory. He now wants to be traded to a team that will allow him to get his preferred surgery and let him move on. Sabres GM Kevin Adams is fine moving him.
Jack Eichel is no longer the captain of the Buffalo Sabres. I feel the captain is the heartbeat of your team,
but wants to make sure his team gets a haul in return. And no team has offered that amid all of this uncertainty. The season has begun with one of the NHL's brightest stars sitting on the bench, and nobody knows when we're going to see him on the ice again, or for who. And so, we wait.
So that was the Jack Eichel timeline, brought to you by Emily Kaplan, who joined us again here on The Point. So get to it, Emily. Where and when for Jack Eichel? Any ideas?
It's getting frustrating, Bucci. There's been absolutely no movement on the trade front. So Jack Eichel has spent the last 2 weeks going to various doctors, specialists, getting more opinions, getting all the information. I know he was in LA recently. And the full press this week is taking that information and bringing it to the Sabres and trying to convince the Sabres doctors to let him get the surgery that he wants. There's some hope that maybe they can get them to budge by next week. And if not, then comes the unfortunate aspect, which was Jack Eichel needing to file a grievance against the Sabres, but nobody wants to get to that point.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.